Stunning developments overseas. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is shot during a campaign rally. CBS 2's Susie Sa is live in the newsroom now with the very latest. Susie.
Well, Pat, NHK Public Television says tonight the former prime minister was in heart failure and is now reported in critical condition after he was shot during that event. The shooting happened in the city of Nara in western Japan. That's about 20 miles from Osaka. And the news out of Japan tonight is dire. Fire officials are saying Abe was not breathing and his heart stopped while being airlifted to the hospital in critical condition. A male suspect was arrested at the scene. Abe was standing while making a campaign speech when witnesses reported hearing gunshots. Abe then collapsed. Now, this is video from NHK showing Abe being taken to the helicopter. He was reportedly under that blue sheet. In Japan, officials sometimes use the term heart failure to describe situations where victims are no longer alive, but before death is formally declared. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken gave this response in the last few minutes from Indonesia.
I do have to say before we meet how deeply saddened and deeply concerned we are by the news coming from Japan about the attempt on the life of former Prime Minister Abe. We don't know his condition. We do know that apparently he's been shot. Our thoughts, our prayers are with him, with his family, with the people of Japan. This is a very, very sad moment, and we're awaiting news from Japan. Thank you.
And this attack is shocking since Japan is one of the world's safest countries and has some of the strictest gun control laws. We went to Little Tokyo tonight where we spoke to a man from Japan who was stunned to hear the news of any shooting in his country.
Kind of too shocking to me because I never thought about it, like any gun shooting, during the speech. I've been in Japan for a long time, but I've never, heard any news from the gun shooting or anything about it.
Well, former Prime Minister Abe was in Los Angeles 7 years ago visiting USC back in May of 2015. He has ties to the university going back decades. He studied there for 3 semesters in 1978. Tonight, a government spokesperson says Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and cabinet ministers are returning to Tokyo right now following the shooting. Live from the newsroom, I'm Susie Sa. Pat, back to you.
All right, thank you, Susie. And we will continue to monitor this breaking story and bring you any updates. We're streaming 24/7 on CBS News Los Angeles.